SIG. This SIG also this one represent the P value. So remember the 0.05, right? So this one, significant, 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 not significant, right? So the null hypothesis will be beta 1 equal to 0. Alternative will be beta 1 equal to 0. So you have 2x. So this is for FES. Then you have another one for the sexual health literacy. Then it will be beta 2 equal to 0. Alternative will be beta 2 not equal to 0. So this one, for this part, the P value is equal to 0.009. So reject or do not reject? Reject or do not reject?
Reject.
So this one you reject. You reject the null hypothesis. Right? So you reject the null hypothesis. So when you reject the null hypothesis, means it's significant. So this one, 0.2238, reject or do not reject? Hello. 0.238, reject or do not reject?
Reject.
Do not reject. Do not reject. Right, do not reject. So it's not significant. So mean to say, only the family economic stream, right, will affect the family. This is called family family health, right? So meaning to say only this variable is significant. So the other not significant, right? So then mean to say FES as a, so look at the beta coefficient, positive or negative, right? Look at the beta coefficient. It's positive. It's a positive. Right? Relationship. With brain health. So and this relationship is statistically significant at 1% level. So remember, in regression, right? Think about the 3S. First thing, check whether, right? Check whether the variable significant or not. Then the sign correct or not, the sign of positive or negative correct or not, you can explain or not, and the size of the coefficient. Coefficient. Right? So only FES statistically significant. Positive relationship and the coefficient is 0.66. Right? Mean to say, one unit increase, 1 unit increase in FES, will lead to 0. If let's say you're using unstandardized, it will be 0.102 unit increase in right? So this is positive relationship. If negative relationship, then will be 1 unit increase in FES will lead to 0.102 unit decrease in FES if it's negative relationship, right? So interpretation, we call this one as interpretation. You only need the interpretation when the relationship is significant. If the relationship is not significant, then you will not even need this interpretation already, because once the variable is not significant, then mean to say this variable is not going to explain the y already, right? So this is about regression. Then under this ANOVA table, you need to report this one, right? This is the overall model significance, because here you got one variable which is not significant, so it's important to report this one. This is the overall model significant. So this one are the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis will be beta 1 is equal to beta 2 is equal to 0. Then the alternative will be the beta 1 is not equal to beta 2 is not equal to 0. So if you're able to reject, mean to say not all the beta, they are the same and they are not equal to 0. Then the model is significant, right? Then this is the multiple R, right? Multiple R. Remember what is R? R is correlation. R is correlation, right? So we call this one as multiple R. Multiple R is the multiple correlation under the regression. So it's a joint correlation measure when you run the multiple correlation, a multiple regression, right? You can report this one. The interpretation will be the same as your normal R. Then the R square. You will learn about adjusted R square next semester when you take econometric, right? This one you will learn next semester. W Watson you will learn that next semester also. This is one of the assumption tests, right? Including the tolerance and VIF also you will learn next semester, right? So this one, I just want you to report the multiple R and the R square. So R square, the R square is 0.103, right? So you got to multiply this one with 100. Multiply 100, then you get 10.3%. Very, very small. This is definitely a wrong model. Where's my pen? 3%. So mean to say, the independent variable can only explain the dependent variable by 10.3%. A very big error. Okay? Whatever result it is, just report only. This is assignment only. It's not F5P. Okay, this is basically about multiple regression. Cross. Think that's all. The rest, the non-para. Okay, in case you need, the non-parametric test is actually here. The independent sample test is actually here. Comparing distribution. This one I think that I don't want to teach. Still need a lot more time. Okay. All right. So this is basically the test that I want to show you all. I think that's all. The rest of the things, you will learn that next semester or next semester when you take your econometrics modeling and your research methods, right? What else? I think we don't have already. Oh yeah, the proportion test is actually here. Remember the proportion test? To test the preference is actually here. So one sample proportion is here. If you want to compare the proportion is here. These two, right? The proportion test. All right. I think that's all. I think the proportion test is not so popular. Okay. I think so far so good. I think I finished everything. We just need 5 more minutes to brief you all a little bit about the final exam. Any questions that you would like to ask? Let's stop sharing for a while.
Apa yang kita kena letak dalam soalan macam kalau nombor 1 tu kan metodologi, kalau nombor 2 deskriptif. Kalau deskriptif kita kena letak apa, doktor?
Descriptive is, I thought descriptive you all know already. We learned about descriptive also, right? Second half of the semester, can we cover descriptive? Okay, refresh a little bit. What are the things that we cover under the descriptive?